Hi, everybody. I can see some people already starting to come in. I'm Barbara. Welcome to the webinar. We're just going to give it a couple of minutes. I mean, officially, we don't start for another 2 or 3 minutes, and I can see everyone starting to come in. So, welcome, which is fantastic. And I'm so pleased that you could join me today. This is the first time that I'm actually using a different part of Zoom. So normally I use Zoom meetings and I'm using Zoom webinar. So you're all kind of private because there's loads of people on the call today and I wanted to keep it GDPR compliant. So it's all learning, isn't it? It's all learning. So welcome, welcome. We're going to give it a couple of minutes and we have an area for Q&As. So sometimes it's really nice just to drop in the Q&A, any questions that you might have. I'm probably not going to be able to get through some of them during the webinar itself. But it'd be really, really great if you could just drop a line, let me know you're there, where you're from, and we've got a little chat here. And yeah, great. So this is good. Okay, thank you for your message. So normally for lots of webinars that I do, they are in multiple languages. And so, but this webinar today is just in English. So a lot of the times I have translators, I have sign language translators. This is just an English webinar. So if you're joining us from another country, hopefully you can follow along and we can help you go through everything. I did mention that this is going to be recorded, and so there will be a recording afterwards because, again, for those in different countries and for those who might need a little bit longer to go through the whole thing again, then it's really wonderful to have you on board. So I'm not expecting any issues to happen, but just some housekeeping. If for some reason I disappear or I freeze on your screen, I'm not expecting any issues, but it is possible, right, with this day and age. So I will apologize ahead of time, and then of course we can always reconvene or reschedule as well. So I really want to thank you. I can see lots of people joining. So that's fabulous. What I'm going to do is let people in as we speak because there we go, loads more joining now. Because actually we have an awful lot to get through. This is a little bit of death by PowerPoint. I'm going to warn you now, because you have actually given up an hour of your time. And I want to give you the most value that I can in the hour. So honestly, there's loads to go through. They may only be 4 keys, but they are jam-packed with information. So, welcome, welcome. And this is kind of a masterclass, I really like to call it. And this is where I'm going to reveal to everyone the 4 keys that I use with my clients safely and permanently to lose weight. Now, this does take time to implement, obviously, and it takes scheduling in your diary to implement as well. But it is no more than the time you're probably spending not achieving your results at the moment. So normally I say to my clients, I like to keep everything, all the meal prep, all the exercise, all the mentoring under 60 minutes a day. And you're probably spending time exercising, making food and meal prepping in that time anyway. So it's just a single swap over. Look, I am guessing that a lot of you on this webinar now, probably it's not your first time trying to lose weight. And in fact, studies show that, people try 130 diets in their lifetime. And I mean, that is just absolutely crazy. And, it really can, um, disempower you, and make it really confusing. But here's the deal, right? So if you feel skeptical of any weight loss programs, and I know there's some of you, which I can see, who have worked with me before, and some of them who are actually on a program right now, and then there's lots of new people. But I want you to know that there is a lot of miscommunication and unethical fly-by-night programs out there. And that's what I really call sort of fad diets. So I'm here to tell you today that this is not a fad diet, and you're really going to discover great sort of long-term healthy and holistic plans for losing weight, but for most of all, for keeping it off. I really don't want you to do that yo-yo dieting, because that yo-yo dieting can be really harmful to your internal organs, and that is what causes a lot of the problems. So this is a real holistic plan for losing weight. The other thing as well, which we're going to talk about, if you've been concerned in the past that you're kind of not cut out to lose weight, some people think that, yeah, or you're not worthy to lose weight. Look, I'm actually going to say, I want you to put those fears at rest. 100%. You can totally do this. If my clients can do this, and I've recently put my husband through this program, who lost 22 pounds in 2 months, then anybody can do it, okay? You just need the right system, and you need the right person to explain it to you. And, that's really what we're here for. So, Death by PowerPoint is going to start now. Are you ready? Get your pens and papers ready, because we are just going to fly through this as much as possible. As I said, there is going to be a recording at the end that I can send, and you can go through this. But I want to leave time for a Q&A as well, so I can answer any questions that you might have. And I think that will help. I'm also going to give my details afterwards, so you can book a free call with me to go through anything that you see on this that you want to actually clarify as well. So let's rattle through the next sort of 45 minutes, and we are really just going to make sure that we go through this properly. And what are you going to learn, right? Why are you spending an hour of your time with me, which I hugely appreciate? So we're going to go through a step-by-step game plan, and I think this is really important. This is what I use with my clients. And there's no gimmicks here. There's no pills. There's no like diets of the month. There's nothing like that, okay? This is proper information. And this is how I empower my clients to sculpt and maintain that really healthy physique that I think everyone deserves. And I want you to feel really proud of your self-image. And I want you to confidently step into, the world of feeling great. We're going to be going out to restaurants soon, right? Shops. Lockdown has not been kind on a lot of us. Grocery stores. And the other thing is I don't want you shaming your own body or letting other people judge you or criticize you. This is a big area that I love to help my clients with as well. So, the other thing is I want you to tap into your effervescent energy. And the moment you jump out of bed in the morning, this is really how I love my clients to feel, ready to own the day without any mid-afternoon crashes or, collapsing on the sofa when you get, when you finish work or come home from a beach walk or a cycle or something like that. Yeah. I also don't want you to worry about what you're going to eat. I want to take that confusion away, and how it's going to affect your weight loss goals. And I want you to be to effortlessly, and I love that word, plan. Meal planning for the whole week, delicious meals. There's no stress, there's no confusion. We are going to go through all those kinds of things and basically how to get those lasting results. And that is what I really want for you. And just to make it easy, right? Because it's so flipping confusing out there. And then we do the inaction thing. I want you to take action. So I certainly hope you are writing notes. Writing notes. So this is my promise to you. Okay, we're going to do a step-by-step plan while you're actually on this. I want you to feel sexy again. No matter what age you are, I want you to walk by that that mirror and take a look and say, "Wow, you're looking good." And embrace it because life is about feeling fantastic, and as we know, life is short, so we really really need everyone feeling fantastic. And I don't want you to feel unattractive when you stare in that mirror. And I use that a lot because I've got big mirrors in my in my bedroom. I don't know about you, and I got lots of mirrors around the house. I love them because I love to reflect feeling absolutely effervescent. And to be honest, this is really, really, really what I want for everybody. Okay. Look, you're probably doing your best to juggle. And, there's some of you on the program that are juggling homeschooling, your career, family. And then what happens is that actually you don't have the time or the energy to take care of yourself. And you are just constantly drained. And then when it comes around to you working out, you are completely struggling and you're just not having time, even if it's 10 minutes. And I know what that feels like because yesterday the weather here in the UK, I know we've got people from around the world on this, but weather here in the UK was gorgeous, and I was busy at my desk, and sometimes just getting 10 minutes, for a quick beach walk can be a chore, but I want to make that easier for you. Okay. I also don't want you settling for eating less than sufficient food. All this Deliveroo that is just so easy to get junk food delivered to your house now. And that kind of food is not nutrient dense. And what happens, and as you'll find out as we go through the presentation, is that when you're not fueled properly, you're going to feel hungrier and you're going to keep reaching for food that doesn't fuel you. And I just don't want you to set yourself up for failure. Okay. So, I just really, really want you to succeed. And if you ever feel like you're worried that you're not going to find this wonderful, lasting solution, I have clients who really are concerned about that. Then you're here. You're on the right track. But then you got to ask yourself another question. Is actually, I believe, because I've worked with over 23,000 clients. Is that the real problem is people don't know the 4 keys. And this is what we're going to talk about today. So, one thing you need to know is that the 4 keys, we're going to go through how you can put them to work, how you can build a long-term healthy lifestyle for losing weight. Yep. And I'm going to walk you through the 4 keys, no matter how skeptical you might be about these. And you're not, because I know a lot of you are ready for a change. So who am I? Because I am new to a lot of you out there as well. So I spent 11 years at the helm, and of a healthy meal delivery company called NutriChef. I founded it from my home in 2004, and I sold it in a 2-year buyout in March 2015. I worked for the company for that 2 years. They are still going. You can still get NutriChef delivered to your door. They're doing fantastic in this environment. But after 12 years at the helm, I wanted to work more one-to-one with clients. Plus, I wanted to write cookbooks and expand on my knowledge as well. So I am the author of Rainbow Recipes and the ebook Eat to Be Fit. And I've just helped thousands of professionals lose weight, transform their bodies, not only in the one-to-one, but also in a corporate wellness. And since, discovering the four keys, um, it makes such a massive difference to my clientele. So I think we can do this, which is wonderful. So this is just a little bit about me as well. I am a member of the European Wellness Council. I am an award-winning nutritionist, so I'm often on radio and TV. I travel all over the world, as you can see from the corner one. This is me in Kazakhstan, and I have two beautiful girls who I spend a lot of time with, Lily and Hannah, who are 19 and 23, and I have two wonderful stepchildren as well. So they are 30 and 27. So we are a wonderful family, and I love everyone feeling absolutely fantastic. So let's get to it. Discovering the four keys. Here we go. You ready to rock and roll? Because we are going to zoom through these now. I'm going to talk you through client journeys because I think that's the easiest way for you to grasp the keys. So my first client that I'm going to talk about is Adriana. Now, she's a 45-year-old mom. She has a daughter of 1. She works full time. And basically, she just looked after everyone else but herself. And that might sound familiar because it sounds familiar to me. Then we're going to talk about Pamela. And Pamela also, she was 60 pounds overweight. She was diagnosed with breast cancer, and that was a real interesting journey. And so basically, for me, I like to help people avoid the diseases of civilization. That's cancer, heart disease, diabetes, and mental health issues. But I also believe in the philosophy of protect and correct. You can protect against these, and the four keys will help with that. But if you do have them, we can correct them as well. And then we have Jessica, who is just absolutely constantly exhausted and addicted to junk food. And then we'll go through her journey as well, and how the four keys helped. So let's take a look at this, because we're going to start with the wheel of wellness. Now, this is so important. And the wheel of wellness, most people think that there's a simple equation of eating less and exercising more can actually equate to weight loss. And that is so untrue. And that really needs to be squashed, because there's hundreds of contributing factors. There's genetic variables, there's hormones, there's biological pathways. Yeah, there's no one size fits all solution here when it comes to weight loss. And it is not just about counting calories. Different foods go through different metabolic pathways and can have a vastly different effect on hunger and your hormones and regulating weight loss. And this is what we discovered with Adriana. As I told you, she's a mom of 40. She's a 45-year-old mom, working full time, taking care of everyone else. She actually lost 35 pounds, and she was just exhausted. When I have clients coming to me, and honestly, they're in tears. They just feel exacerbated and exhausted. They tried and failed every single fad diet out there. You name it, Adriana tried it. She tried some crazy stuff. But she was feeling really ashamed, she was feeling guilty, and she felt like a failure. So, and it carried over actually into her work performance and how it negatively impacted her career. And she just basically white-knuckled her way through a diet after diet. And she relied on willpower and willpower alone and self-discipline to stick to recipes from all these different diets that she was trying. And, some recipes didn't taste good, or they took too long to cook. Her family didn't like them, and she didn't understand anything about portion control. And so eventually she gave in. Yeah, she just lost control. She ended up cheating, yo-yoing, and working her way through, and ultimately ended up feeling like a failure and never losing the weight. Each failure just made her feel more powerless and worthless, and the more pain she was in, the more she actually turned to food to cope. So this is when the wheel of wellness actually came in, and how this can help with this sustainable weight loss. It's a real holistic lifestyle change. So each aspect of the wheel was personalized to her personal lifestyle, so she could easily incorporate this into her life. Then she started seeing results, and then it builds momentum, and it also builds commitment. And that's the big thing as well. And it's such an easy, beautiful ride on this. So slowly but surely, she began to naturally develop this new lifestyle routine with all of her goals and exercise and tasty recipes, easy guidelines for handling everyday situations. She also began to take some healthy supplements, and not all my clients take supplements. It's again individual, and again we just safely supported her weight loss and her goals, and she just did really, really well. And this is the wheel of wellness. So let's start with the yellow section, because you need to be hitting every single one of these areas to make sure this wheel rolls smoothly. Nobody wants a wonky rolling wheel. Okay? So you want this to roll smoothly, and to be doing something in every single section to make sure you're getting your weight loss impacted in a different way. So we have the yellow section here, which is the health. In this area, we go in depth and we look at your health history and determine where we can make changes in this area. And then we have the friends and family area, and they're your support structure. I'm sure they've supported you time and time before, but this time could be really different. So we need to work with your friends and family in a different way for them to encourage you and support you through a different journey. Okay? Then we have the wealth section. Now, this can be a source of stress and anxiety that can impact all other areas of the wheel and actually create hormones like cortisol that can be affecting your weight. Then we have romance and significant other. And let's face it, this area is just super duper important. We love to be touched. And we have missed a lot of that contact with friends and family and potentially a significant other. And, we love hugging, we love kissing, and romance is just so super important. And when you lose weight, you feel more energetic, you feel fantastic. And that effervescence, all I'm saying is if you come on the 4 keys, you watch this space. It's a good one. It's a really good one. And then we have personal growth and development, and learning the fundamentals of weight loss and mindset, will ensure that you don't go back and yo-yo. This is a major, major part of this, and just so super, super important. Then we have our environment. So this looks at everything you eat, everything you breathe, you put on your skin, your energy, your energetic, as well as dealing with negativity from other people and outside, and that really does happen. So it's super important we take a look at that. Then we have fun and recreation. So when was the last time we had real fun in this lockdown? When was the last time you put in your diary, block book 1 hour, boom, I'm gonna have fun in this 1 hour? Yeah, so we don't do that very often, but you are going to be doing it on this program. And it's looking at balancing work, balancing play, and adding some fun back into your schedule. Then we take a look at mental health. Now this is doing something really for you. Again, it's about balance, it's about growing, and it's about living a fulfilling life. And then we have a community, and we're all connected on many levels, not just on the webinar, not just on Facebook, not just on social media. So supporting the community gives this beautiful sense of belonging and encouragement and accountability. And I have a special private Facebook group just for the 4 keys clients of mine, and we create an amazing community there. And I think it's really important that we support and make make each other accountable, and you'll be invited to that as well for extra ideas and support. And finally, we've got fitness. And this section, you take a look at exercise that suits you, okay? Because do you know what? If it's like a 1 to 2 hour HIIT class that you have to do every single day, number one, it's not sustainable. Number two, it might not suit you or your body type. And, you know, your ability, your body shape, and what form of exercise you actually enjoy is imperative to the 4 keys and this wheel of wellness. So, Adriana, wow, what happened to her? Within 3 months of her following the personalized Wheel of Wellbeing regime, she lost 30 pounds in 90 days. And she said she felt like 25 again. How amazing is that? Her family and her friends were just amazed with her new sexy body, positive outlook on life. And she just gained this inner peace, what she talks about, this self-love, this rekindling of her love for herself. And actually it exuded into her family and the love for her partner, which is really wonderful. And she looked just amazing. So the key lesson here is there is no one size fits all solution. Okay, so it's not about fad diets. It's not about grueling workouts. It's not about slimming pills. It's not about eating less. And there is no magic button solution, okay? But you must embrace a holistic lifestyle, and only you can comfortably embrace and commit to without any type of radical change. All right, so that's our first key lesson here. And once you apply this key to your life, yeah, you'll never have to subject yourself to that torment of failing at one weight loss program or another. You're going to know it, which is amazing, because you'll know the real key to building a healthy, long-term lifestyle. You're going to feel totally empowered and finally committed to a lasting solution that, you know, will just keep the weight off long term. And with time, all that shame and guilt will become just a distant memory. And the good thing is you'll forgive yourself for all your previous failures, because you'll understand this is not willpower or discipline led. It's about having a proper personalized program that works for your unique situation, okay? And that makes a massive difference. So let's take a look at our key number 2. So we've done the Wheel of Wellness, and this is the next one, which is our 10 simple steps to looking and feeling 10 years younger in less than 100 days. Yeah, honestly, this is a game changer for so many people. And the game at this one is definitely simplicity. And, you know, I talked about this before. People are going to try like 130 diets in, you know, their lifetime. How distressing is that alone? Because it would actually be for me. And so, you know, instead of this diet hopping, I want you to get clear and really, really simplify things. So now we're going to take a look at Pamela's story, okay? Pamela, she's 44 years old. She's a really successful business owner. Again, neglected her health and nutrition. And do you know what? And she won't mind me saying, because I remember when she first came on the program, she goes, I would just be really happy to lose 1 roll of fat. Yeah. And I was just like, Pamela, don't worry, we're going to lose more than 1 roll. She was 60 pounds overweight, but the worst thing is that she had been diagnosed with breast cancer, and this was her real scare. And she, you know, weight loss is completely linked to cancer. One of my roles is actually I'm the patron of Cancer Active and have been since 2007. So please check out Cancer Active and my Rainbow Recipes book. The proceeds of my Rainbow Recipes cookbook goes to the charity Cancer Active as well. So this is a really big area for me. So I'm going to run through how this actually works, because it is these 10 crucial steps, okay? So our step 1 was her personal consultation. And this is where I asked her all the series of questions, you know, her health, her environment, her nutrition, her just kind of general habits and lifestyle, and determine where her starting point is. And I want you to determine, where is your starting point? Be really honest with yourself here. Don't cheat yourself. Oops. Sorry, I moved up too fast. So 2 was redefining her goals, and to basically help with setting realistic and achievable goals to help build herself up. And 3rd was her monitoring markers. And this was a really big one for her because, you know, she had mood swings, she had energy levels that were all over the place, and her measurements all over the place. So we were monitoring quite a few things. And again, you need to be monitoring. And do you know what? I'm just going to grab it. Yeah, this tape measure can be your best friend. Fitbits, all those kinds of things are really, really important. And we'll go through those to make sure that you know your numbers, okay? This is like a bank account. These 10 steps is like a bank account. And you don't want to be in debt in your bank account, and you don't want to be in debt taking care of your body either. And these will help. Number 4 is the Love Your Body, Mind and Body Cleanse. Now, this is amazing because interestingly, do you know what? My mom, who's 86, I was speaking to her yesterday, and I put her on this cleanse yesterday. She's on a 7-day cleanse because she's in Canada, and she's gained a little bit of weight. And she goes, "Oh, Barbara, what can I do that's really easy?" I said, "You know what, Mom? Let's get you on the 7-day Love Your Body cleanse." So this is where we start, because you can do this for 24 hours, or you can do this for 7 days. And this is going to help boost your metabolism, and it just kickstarts the weight loss. And it can be repeated, every month, or you can actually adopt a cleanse day once a week as well. I only deal with anti-inflammatory meal planning. All of my meal planning, both my cookbooks, Rainbow Recipes and Eat to Be Fit, are anti-inflammatory foods. None of this fad stuff, none of this paleo, none of this Atkins diet, none of this keto, none of this low carb. Come on, let's get real. This anti-inflammatory meal planning is the only scientifically proven meal plan to help reduce inflammation that is linked to weight loss. So, this is scientifically proven. And I have 2 online courses. One is the Love Your Body, Mind and Body Cleanse, and the other one is the 4 Keys to Weight Loss, which we'll talk about. So these are super duper easy. And they will combat both of those and just set you on your way. And then we did her exercise on her schedule. Okay, this is important as well. It's got to be on her time, her schedule, for it to last. And then we had motivation and reinforcement. Now, I check in with her initially, on a daily basis. And we do this via the private Facebook group. And sometimes I can do extra mentoring via WhatsApp. But honestly, the questions and the Q&A and the help that you get in a private Facebook group is amazing. And for those of you on this webinar and who are in my groups, you know the value I give in those. I give loads. So yeah, I'm all about giving and giving back. So, we had to strengthen her mindset and give her these words of encouragement so she could overcome any roadblocks or obstacles that were in her way. And number 8 is education. Again, it goes a little bit back to the wheel of wellness, but also in these 10 steps. And I helped her realize what a sustainable diet actually really looks like, how to control her portions, how to balance her meals, and get her out of these blood sugar roller coasters that were causing these crazy cravings that she was having. Number 9 is nurturing. And, I had to really help her create this budget-friendly, fast and easy, if there is such a thing, budget-friendly, fast and easy self-care regime. And, it was both for her, like taking care of herself with her food, but also a little sort of home spa. So she can replenish her energy and restore her vitality. This is crucial. Absolutely crucial. And again, goes back to the mental health area in the wheel of wellness. And as you can see, this is all starting to dovetail and probably make a little bit more sense to you as well. But last but not least, her step 10 was to celebrate. We have to celebrate every single success. And what's amazing is Pamela made a mistake there. She lost 45 pounds in 90 days. You know, her tumor was significantly reduced. And actually, it was reduced so much that she didn't have to go and have chemotherapy. She did have a little bit of radiotherapy, but they didn't have to put her through the full chemotherapy. So you can imagine how absolutely thrilled she was and how this transformed her life. So the key lesson here is to follow a proven plan. The less you have to think about, okay, because I do all the work, right? The less you have to think about, the better. You just have to follow the proven plan and build your long-term healthy lifestyle around that. And you need to block out all the shiny objects and just focus on following your plan, okay, day in, day out, and you will get results. Honestly, I get 100% of my clients losing weight, and we flip and work at it until that happens. Okay, so once you've applied this key to your life, look, you're naturally going to be more balanced, yeah, for your career, your family, but in a sustainable way, without sacrificing, without compromising. This is the thing as well. And I think that's, I don't want you to feel you're missing something. And that is a part of this key. You're not going to feel frustrated or confused about weight loss because you're just absolutely going to know what to do. And I just think that makes a massive difference when you feel confident, yeah, and it's done. And you're just never going to have to, this last one about being tricked about fad diets, I find fascinating because my clients get duped all the time, and I don't want you to get duped. And so, there's no magic pills. I'm going to reiterate this. And, you're just going to save thousands of dollars and pounds because you're going to learn the third key. And the third key is that you deserve the best you. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. And I think it's really, really important for you to understand that. And there's so many obstacles that my clients face. And when I compare my most successful clients to the ones that fall behind, I was shocked to actually find that there's one fundamental difference between the two. This, and you'll be surprised, nothing to do with meal plans, recipes, nothing to do with working out, not to do with diets, not to do with lack of time, but it actually goes much, much, much deeper about that. And I'll tell you through Jessica's story, because she's a busy mom, 4 kids, again, running her own business seems to be a bit of a theme here as well. But her hectic schedule left her very little time again for herself. And she was just addicted to junk food, and that kind of bad regime. But do you know what? Deep down, there was a big, big problem. And that really was her shame and guilt and her whole belief system, all of her patterns around that belief system. And again, her perception of herself when she walked by that mirror, when you should be saying, wow, you look fantastic, it was very toxic. And so she was scared of failing again, with another diet, being ridiculed by her family. It's like, oh, mommy, you're on another diet, or her husband saying, really, honey, you're going to try another one. And deep down, she just didn't feel like she deserved to lose the weight and get restored back to where she should be. And finally, she realized, though, that she could actually lose more. There was more at stake. Her self-esteem was at the lowest, and actually her marriage was in trouble with this as well, because of her self-esteem. So I really felt for her, because she just felt that she was being a poor example to her family and her kids. And she didn't want her kids to grow up obese, right? So she started to apply the daily regime of the weight loss and the nutrition and the exercise, and taking it one day at a time, and celebrating, right? Don't forget that 10th step, celebrating easy, quick wins. And it just naturally picked her all up. And at first, of course, you're going to get your family sort of doubting you, like she doubted herself before. But as she started gaining more and more momentum and progress and results, then her family started being her biggest supporter. And it's just been incredible for her. And she lost 14 pounds in the first 30 days. And by the end of the 90 days, she had lost 40 pounds. Greatly, she just got, I don't know, she said she got her sexy back. I always think of Justin Timberlake, that song, yeah? And boosted energy levels. She went out, she bought some new clothes, new wardrobe, and she actually finds she reconnected with her family again, and her marriage. And it was fantastic. But most importantly, she realized she deserved to be the best version of herself, and her family and her friends supported her along that journey, and that's where she was meant to be, which is incredible. So that key lesson there is that actually it's your time to shine. Every single day is your time to shine, and you have the ultimate power to transform your body, to transform your lifestyle and your health anytime you want to. It's your choice. But it all starts with a shift in your mindset and how you see yourself, what you feel you deserve. And, again, you're the only person who's responsible for your results, as it says here. So, the key to apply here is, you're the driving force. And so it all starts with a shift in your mindset and how you see yourself, what you feel like you deserve, and why you're the only person who's responsible for your results here. Okay. You realize that you alone are responsible for elevating yourself to these new heights by being this shining example through your thoughts, through your decisions, and through your actions. And I just think that is so fulfilling. And again, really, really helps build confidence. And again, look, you're not going to doubt your ability to achieve the body that you want. Knowing it simply comes down with shifting your perspective, okay? And the perspective brings me to the final key, which is getting a coach. And this is a massive area because we all need a helping hand. And, again, these whole principles of the 4 keys and these simples, they might seem simple, but they're not easy, right? So without a personalized one-to-one support, it's hard to know how to push past these inevitable sticking points, making that tangible progress and, building that lasting momentum and getting the results that, you're after. And, again, if you look at all top performers, whether it be business executives, professional athletes, even, legacy-minded entrepreneurs, they've all had coaches and mentors their entire life. And you need to lean on people that know what they're doing for you to sometimes get you where you want to go. And it is all about learning. And it's all about choosing the right coach as well. And, again, this is why I'm here. So I promised to show you today a step-by-step game plan, which we have done. We've got those 4 keys. You've written all your notes, and I'm sure you've feverishly, scribbled them all down. So how to empower yourself? Most definitely following those 4 keys and making sure you're implementing them makes a massive, massive difference as well. And how to feel proud of your self-image. I want you walking past that mirror and I want you saying, yep, I feel absolutely fantastic. We're going to be going out to the shops and grocery stores, and I don't want you, shaming your body in any particular way. Look, I also promised how to tap into that reserve of energy and wake up feeling effervescent every single day. And I just want at the moment you jump out of bed. And, we don't want any afternoon crashes. And again, meal planning properly and making sure you're getting that anti-inflammatory food into the diet will make a massive difference. And, it really is about getting lasting results by removing the willpower and the self-discipline. So you're not going to fall victim to any type of mood swings or emotional eating. It is about planning, really, really planning. So this is the point now where we really do have a choice, okay? I don't think anyone who's been through and that these 4 different ways that you're going to stay stuck in any particular way. But I would really love for you to apply these 4 keys to building this holistic lifestyle. And this is what I want to show you how to do it in a really super inexpensive way, because really this is how I can help. So I am offering for you to chat with me free of charge for 30 minutes to go through quite a few things. And for you to get really, really super clear on what those 4 keys are and how they can implement. I have online courses that are available with one of the greatest academies called Aspire for Business Academy. This is the Love Your Body Cleanse and the 4 keys to weight loss. And I also have a 4 keys to weight loss VIP program. So let's take a look at the online course. This is the most inexpensive way to come on and get incredible results. Because again, take a look here of everything that we actually go through. You go through exercise, breakfast, lunches, dinners, preps, juicing, all of these. And I can talk you through it on the one-to-one call as well, and keeping those healthy habits going. Please remember, when you come onto these courses, you get videos of me every single day that pop up. The course itself is so easy. You can finish it in a day, and you have it as a resource that you can go back in your nutritional toolbox and use all the time. Plus, you actually go into my private Facebook group where I can do some daily mentoring for you. And then we have the 4 keys to weight loss online course, and it goes through the 4 keys. So we've got the Wheel of Wellness, all your portion controlling. It has every single recipe for you to actually go through as well, and meal plan, snack ideas, exercise ideas, extra tips, and you come into the private Facebook group as well. I will send links to those courses that you can buy online. But honestly, they are so super cost effective and you have them for life. But then we have the VIP program, which is just packed. And this ultimate program lasts for 6 months. And again, you're going to be just reaching results all the time. But I don't want you to just reach your goals. I want you to be absolutely transformed. Now, you can see here everything that we go through on this VIP program. And you can see here as well, I mean, we just jam-packed in the last 45 minutes all this information. Can you imagine what we go through? You are never going back to the old you after learning about cleansing, fasting, healthy drinks, all the exercise. This lifestyle change is transformational and super duper cost effective. We put you through the online courses as well as the mentoring online in a group environment for us to support each other. I have, this year alone, we put just over 50 people through it with incredible results. As I said, my mom is going through it, who's 86, and I just put my husband through it, who lost 22 pounds in 2 months as well. And honestly, you know, sometimes your family members don't listen to you as much, but he found this super duper easy. And what's really great is we will have a weekly Zoom call like this to troubleshoot for 1 hour every week. That's going to be recorded. So if you can't make the Zoom call, it actually goes into the group itself, and you can be able to watch back everything. We are going to be having guest speakers come, talking about healthy hair, talking about exercise, giving you extra exercise tips and regimes, anything from Pilates to other workout, image consultants, hydration and sweat consultants. Yeah, this is it is a lifestyle change. Again, the 4 keys to weight loss is about permanent weight loss. You are never going to go back to the old ways, all right? And why you need this call is that, I want you to get crystal clear on this call, because I want to help people with my offering. For those of you on the call who've worked with me before, know that I work tirelessly with you. And I really, really want you to connect with my program. I want you to connect with the tools that I have for you to make your own nutritional toolbox that you can dip in and out of, not only for the 6 months, but for the rest of your life, and for you to cascade this through your family and maybe help your friends with this as well. I want you to invest in yourself. Because I'm willing to invest in you, and I know you've given me an hour of your time, and hopefully you've got loads of information to go away with. But if you have this call, you're going to get even more crystal clear. And I think it's really, really super important, whether you have a budget to come on and try one of my courses, or whether you just want to get crystal clear, just speak to me. Yeah, problem shared is a problem solved. And so what to do next? And I really, really hope that you're going to private message me. My email address is there. My phone number is there, so you can text or WhatsApp me. You are going to get a follow-up email, and I will email you as well. I am recording this video. You might want to watch it back. I know there are... Well, let's check and see. There's hundreds of participants on this call at the moment. So, I am looking to take on as many of you as I can in the next 72 hours, because I also have a really, really special offer for you, which saves you loads of money. But if you're interested in that, I will talk to you on the call, and we can actually go from there. So I want to open it up to see if there's any questions. Also, let's see if we can find a Q&A. We have a couple of questions in here. Can you provide the links to the scientific articles about anti-inflammatory diets? Would it be interesting to have a read? Absolutely. Thanks very much for that. Plus, can I just say, if you go on to the Cancer Active website, which is www.canceractive.com, and you put in their little search engine, Barbara Cox, then you will get all of my scientific articles that I have written and researched around it. They will come up on the website. Now, as a member of the European Wellness Council, everything that I do is scientific based. I'm a real guru for reading clinical trials. It's a bit sad, really. But yes, I mean, those can be researched very, very easily as well. So make sure you're doing that. But again, I can send you some links to those articles. So thank you very much again. And yes, always insightful. Thank you very much for that. We have another couple of questions here asking for can we just do one course and not all of the courses? Yes, you can. If you want to just do the cleanse course, you can just do the cleanse course. If you want to just do the 4 keys course, you can do the 4 keys course. The VIP actually has both courses involved in that full VIP experience. But I'm really happy to coach you through both, because again, everybody is at a different level of their well-being at different times. So there is that also. Any other questions? Pop them in the chat, and I'm really, really happy to answer. Another one in here. Okay, a private message I've got here as well. So I'm really struggling with my hormones at the moment. Can you help with that? Yeah, hormones are one of the biggest issues, and we really, really do tackle that. So there's another, I love my wheels, right? I've got my wheel of wellness. I've got the 4 keys, which is like a wheel, but also I have my weight loss wheel. And in the weight loss wheel, we take a look at diet. We take a look at oxidative stress. We also take a look at hormone balancing. We take a look at gut health. That's a really big area as well. So there's many different areas for that, because again, it's individual to each different person, isn't it? How you can, work with that. But the great thing is that once you come into the group, we go through all of those in the group, and then we troubleshoot them as we actually move through the group as well. But once you have me as a mentor, I tell you what, I will keep you accountable to stuff and make sure that we get those hormones balanced, which is really good. So there's another couple of minutes left. If you have any more questions, whether you put them to the panelists or you send them to me privately, I hope you got value from that. Thank you so much for spending an hour with me today. It's been really wonderful connecting. I hope you've written all of your information down, and your weight loss journey will absolutely be transformed from here on in. So I look forward to hearing from you. Email me, message me, and let's book that call. Let's get you clear. So I want to thank you so much again. And any other questions, please email me. Thank you so much. Yeah, great webinar. I'm really pleased that you enjoyed that. And I will say sayonara. Thanks, everyone. Take great care. And we'll go from there. Oh, we've got a raised hand. I will answer a raised hand. If you have any questions with that one, raising hands, you might want to pop it in a private chat to me, and then I can answer those as well. Anyway, thanks so much, everyone. Have a fabulous afternoon. Here's to your amazing weight loss journey. Thanks again. Take care.